Well, hello. I'm not sure who's here, but hello nonetheless. Tag a few people. Well, hi, Cam. Good morning. It's still morning. We have 1 minute left of morning. I better tag Carrie, since Carrie's the one that challenged me. Well, hello, Sandy Ladoohoo. All right. I have been challenged. The throwdown has been given. You're welcome, Miss Deanna. Miss you. Yeah, okay. So I've had like a super challenge thrown at me this morning, and kind of by two people. Carrie, first of all. If you did not watch Carrie's live, or if you don't watch Carrie's lives, you need to. Like, you're seriously missing out. She is just, she's genuinely funny. Like, she doesn't try to be funny, she's just funny. And no topic is off limits with her. Like, the girl just is willing to talk about anything. So, this morning on her live, with all that being said, she challenged the Sweet Sentiment design team to make a card that has three elements. So the first one is that it's pencil colored. The second element is that it has cardboard on it. So this is Carrie's cardboard thing. And the third element is that it has either hearts or stars on it. So as I'm sitting there deciding, okay, what it is I can do for this, Sandy starts going through the website and looking at stuff that we have a lot of inventory of, or something that we've had in stock for a long time. So, hey, Holly. So, that I should use some of these things that we have in the store that maybe have been forgotten and draw attention to them again. So, this is a hodgepodge. Hey, Melanie, I hope you're healing well. So this is a hodgepodge. This is things that Sandy has told me to use, but also fulfilling Carrie's card challenge. So how about that? So first things first, Carrie wants us to pencil color. So I'm going to show you guys the brand new pencil paper. This is brand new to Sweet Sentiment. We took our old pencil paper, and you can see kind of the difference in color. The camera's a little bit wonky because it's not in person that much different, but it's considerably darker, which a lot of people really wanted, and it's considerably heavier. I don't know if you can see the thickness variations in those, but it is considerably heavier than the other paper. So we're going to start by coloring the Ya Jelly stamp set by Miss Sandy Ladoohoo. And so I stamped this little jellyfish out, and I need someone to call out a color and tell me what color they want this jellyfish. Now, mind you, keep in mind, this is going to be a Christmas card. So yeah, this is a Christmas card with a jellyfish that is pencil colored, that also has either hearts or stars, and green, and cardboard, and it's pencil colored. Talk about a hodgepodge. Pink is a Christmas color. You know what? We can do pink. Sandy, do you feel pink? Oh, coral. You know I love coral. Girl after my own heart. Two-tone, pink, and green. You guys are like really gonna get me here. Okay, so I'm going to start trying to find my pencils. So I have my pencils in these Pear Blossom Press little carry cases. And I love the carry cases, except for they're not like the best for pencils because my pencils have the numbers written on the bottom of them. So I kind of have to like sift through them. But luckily for me, I pulled out the first green that I wanted. So 166 and 171. And there's 171. Hey, look at me being all like special and stuff. I want 167. If I pull out 167 here, I'm going to be amazed. Ooh, I pulled out 168. I still want it to be a little bit darker. So no, these are the polychromos. So I'm not using Prismas yet, even though I have the Prismas. But basically what you want to do, just like with your markers, you want to pull out the highlight, midtone, and shadow. And since this image is so small, I am only using 3 colors. So I am looking for 167. I forgot which pencil I was looking for. I used to have these in a pencil case that had them like all numerically, and I couldn't stand it. So I don't know what the solution is for my pencils yet, but I know it has to be mobile because I do take my pencils into the living room a lot and color with them in the living room. So yeah. Well, she said polychromos too. There it is. She said polychromos too. She said it just needed to be pencils. So, and don't forget, I will color with Prismas for her challenge, but I figured I could just go for it with this for now. Okay, so I want to decide some pinks. So I'm going to go 125. Let me see where this is on my chart here. I want to see exactly how pink this is. Ooh, that's like purpley pink. So that'll be good. I also want 128 and then 124, I think. Oh, there's 124. Well, that was lucky. I do want 128 though. So let's find it. There's 127. Bet it's this one. 119. I'll give you the color numbers as soon as I get all my ducks in a row here. I don't want that one. 124. I'm going to do 130 because it just looks like it needs to be lighter. There it is. Okay. Now, okay, so for the greens, I have chosen, see if you can see these, 167, 266, and 171. And again, these are polychromos. So 167, 266, and 171. Oops, sorry. And then for the pencils, for the pink pencils, I have chosen 123, 128, and 130. Again, 123, 128, and 130. Okay, and then of course I have my handy dandy Luminance pencil. So here we go. We're going to start. Are you guys ready? So what you need to know about coloring with pencils is you need a great pencil sharpener, and you need to always have your pencil really, really sharp. Green is 167. You're not going to be able to color along, Sandy. You're probably going to have to watch and then color. 266 and 171. Up to you though. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm going to hold it back here where the lettering starts, or somewhere about a third up the way of the pencil. Obviously, if your pencil isn't sharpened. The washi cam just indicates that it's my pencil. So if I happen to be somewhere else where somebody has Prismacolors, the washi with the coffee on it indicates that it's my pencil and not theirs. So, neeny boo boo. So do we want his tentacles green or his head green? Tentacles green or his head green? The head. Okay. So here's what you do is you grab your pencil about a third of the way up, and then you decide where your shadows are going to go, and you just lightly put your shadows in. Now, I'm going to tell you, on a scale of 1 to 10, my pressure is about a 0.5. I'm literally just letting gravity hold the pencil to the paper. And I'm working in small circles. Okay, you might shade yours differently than mine. It's okay. And let me zoom in for you. So you're not going to be able to see a whole ton of color here, but you can see where I put that in. Okay. Now, I'm also going to add this under his eyes, like he's squinting. And then, just for giggles, on the sides. Now, since we want him to like color morph, I'm also going to put a little bit here. Where each of his tentacles come out from his body. I know, right, Sandy? I agree. The other thing is you guys notice I have this piece of acetate here. If you have like oily fingers or whatever, which everybody does, and you put your hand on the paper and you hold that paper down for an extended period of time, you're going to leave fingerprints on your paper. So I always have a little piece of acetate that I use on top of my pencil paper so that I don't leave fingerprints. Okay, so now I'm going to come in next to that other green. Again, just letting the pencil do the work for me. No pressure. And then come down on his tentacles. I'm still using small circular motions. There we go. And again, under his eyes. And I'm going to go above his eyes too. Okay, now my next one. Again, holding it about a third of the way up the pencil. Overlapping the previous color just a little bit, not all the way. This also allows you to see the texture in the paper and how much texture there is in this paper. It's super cool. It's got a lot of texture, but it's not super toothy, which I find awesome. They did a really good job bringing this paper to life. So now we're going to go back to our first green, and I'm going to hold it a little bit further down. On a scale of 1 to 10, my pressure is probably about a 1 to a 1.5. Okay. Well, hi, Julie. How are you? I was just talking about Carrie's live this morning. I know you were there, and how funny she is. And we're working on a card that satisfies her challenge. Although I am using polychromos and not Prismacolors. But she did say that I could use polychromos, or that anybody could use polychromos. She just wanted a pencil colored card. Playing hooky? Outstanding. So this is my second green. Overlapping that first color just a bit. Now the one thing you have to watch with pencils is your shadows will tend to grow really fast. So on the first layer, shadow less than you want. Well, hi, Cheryl. I'm live at this time almost every day. I know Facebook doesn't like to announce it, but you can always set a clock on your, or set an alarm on your phone if you would like. So this is my third pencil, and again, my pressure is about a 1.5 on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm overlapping that previous color just a little bit and working out into that highlight. I'm not too worried about going over the black lines. Yeah, set a reminder on Alexa. Because I'm going to go back in at the end of this and put the black lines back. So you can see that second coat, how much more vibrant the whole thing is with just that second coat. Yes, Cheryl, if that's your time zone. It's noon here, so. Notice when I sharpen, I spin my pencil, or I'm sorry, I spin the pencil sharpener and not the pencil. It's how you can get a better tip on your pencil without breaking it. So now I'm going to go all the way down to the pencil. I'm going to go all the way down to where the pencil is sharpened. Wow, words are hard. Words are so hard. On a scale of 1 to 5, my pressure is probably about a 4, maybe a 5. And my pressure is more in here than it is out here. I kind of leave off the pressure some when I get to the outside of my shadow. And this is called burnishing, when you're putting more pressure on. So you don't want to put on enough pressure to damage the paper, but you want to put on enough pressure to get rid of any of the brown that is still showing through the paper, or that's still showing through the pencil pigment. And look at how much more vibrant that becomes. Sure, Deanna. Sure. And I got this at Blick. Where's Carrie? She should be here. You're so welcome. And I sharpened my pencil many times because you definitely need a sharp pencil to do this. So you will be sharpening the heck out of your pencils all the time. Okay. Now to my second pencil. Again, overlapping that previous color just a bit. You want to get them to blend together. And again, my grip on my pencil is all the way down. Don't push so hard that you're breaking your pencil lead. Yes, it is Stitch. Hello. Aw, Miss Sammy. I have to go get my booster shot. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I've been given the clear to go get it, so. And I'm going to be going to lots of shows next year, so I need to have it so I can see all of you guys. Okay. And then his little tentacles. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, Julie. We have like one clinic that offers that here. So when I find out that they have it, then I kind of got to rush down there and get it, so. So I work on that transition a bit to just to make sure that these blend together, overlapping that previous color just a bit. And since this is such a lighter color, my pressure is a little bit heavier. Such a cute little jelly. Aw, look at him when his little ripply. You get your booster tomorrow? I'm waiting till January for my booster. The last two wiped me out and I needed to have sick time for. Oh, yeah. See, that's why I'm kind of nervous because it's totally going to wipe me out. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to my pinks. Look at all of you sneaky people coming in here. Rebecca, I didn't even know you were here. And Kat, I didn't even know you were here. Sneaky, sneaky. So again, hold your pencil further back so that you don't start off by putting a whole bunch of pressure. And find your shadows. This tentacle is behind the other one, so of course it's going to be easiest to find the shadows on that one. So that's where I'm starting. Okay, so now I'm going to decide which way the shadow's going to go. So I think that the shadow is going to be this way. So anything that is popping out in this direction will have the shadow. Okay. Sandy, usually 3, sometimes 4. Like, I might go back over this a little bit, just because it doesn't look quite as blended as I want it to. But usually 3, sometimes 4. Every once in a while, I'll go up to 5. It just depends on what your paper can handle before it starts to flake off. Oh, really? Well, good for you, Kat. That's fantastic. My husband got like some red splotches on his head, which is readily evident because he has no hair. And other than that, that was like his only side effect too. He was fine. My child, he said that it felt like he had gotten like a tetanus shot. That, you know, he had kind of like that dead arm feeling. But other than that, that was his only side effect as well. So, hooray for them. Okay, and then my third. And you can't ever believe the barrel of the pencil. Just like you can't believe the caps of the Copic markers. You can't believe the barrel of the pencil and what color it tells you the pencil is going to be, because the pencils are not that color. Okay, so there's my first layer of the pinks. The second color is 128. The first color is 123. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my first color, coming down the barrel of that pencil some, not all the way, but... And the reason I do that with my grip on the barrel is so that I don't push too hard in my first layers. With pencils, you have to take your time and build them up. You can't just burnish it on the first layer, or it's not going to work. You won't get that vibrant color that you're looking for. Okay, again, my second color is 128. Going into that first color some, throwing my pencil sharpener. You didn't have any side effects? I just felt really crummy for a day. I was just super, like, just drained, really, really drained. My body's really sensitive to medication, though. So it's not surprising to me. So pencil coloring, let's talk real deal here. Pencil coloring for me, I find very soothing. I know Sandy's over there cussing right now, right this instant. But when you get used to pencil coloring, it's very soothing to like sit on the couch and watch TV. You were sicker than sick from the second. Yeah, I know a lot of people that were. My third color is 130. You can sit on the couch and watch TV. You can leave off in the middle of things and walk away and then come back. I love the freedom of pencil coloring. Additionally, with pencil coloring for me, is since it's not hurried, you can't hurry pencil coloring. I really take my time and look at things and look at shadows a little bit more, and I just color. And I think that's what's so soothing to me. And I can leave it and come back to it. I mean, I can do that with my Copic coloring, don't get me wrong. And you know that Copic is my first and true love. But the difference with pencil coloring is that I feel like I do it for me. Like, this is my escape. And I'm not in a rush and I'm not in a hurry. And I just pencil color how I want to pencil color. And that to me is everything. Yeah, you can Copic color and watch TV. I kind of can Copic color and watch TV, but I can't take in visual stimulation while I'm Copic coloring. It's hard for me. I either watch TV or I Copic color. It's just how it works. So, And Sandy can attest to that because I sit in her craft room and she turns on a Disney movie and I'm either coloring or watching. Like I can't do both like she can. So she loses me from time to time because we're watching a Disney movie. And despite seeing the movie 100 times, I'm either coloring or watching. I can't do both. But this medium is just so different. To me, it's so different. There's a different approach. There's a different effect. There's just something peaceful about it for me. So call me weird. That's fine. I let my weird light shine. But I just really enjoy taking the time. And I don't always have the time to pencil color. I've been working on a couple of things for quite some time now. But that's okay. I just leave them and I come back to them. So, okay. So here's our little jellyfish. I think he's adorable. I am going to go back over with my medium green and with very light pressure. Maybe like a 2. I'm going to ease these transition lines a little bit more. Just so he doesn't look quite so stripy. Why, thank you, Holly. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Luminance pencil. Ooh, look at that super sharp point. And I'm going to add highlights. And I am using very little pressure on this. Maybe a 1 to 1.5. All right. But no laughing. June, I use Polychromos. I use their German pencils. And yes, they are called Polychromos. And I'm trying to find my black. There it is. Okay, so here's my Schwartz Black, which is $1.99. Oh, hi, Carrie. You are here. I'm working on your challenge, babe. Okay, so at the end of everything, I take my Schwartz Black, or whatever black pencil it is that you have, and I go back over all of the artist drawn lines. And since Sandy's the artist here, I'm tracing Sandy's lines. Because I can't draw, so thank goodness she can. Carrie, my Prismacolors are still safely tucked in their box. But my Polychromos are out. And you said I could use either for your challenge, right? Prismas or polys? That's what I took it to mean, so pretty sure you did. Look at the difference that that makes. Such a huge difference to outline it, to go back in and go over those artist drawn lines. Ooh. Your live this morning, Carrie, just made my day. I love that you threw down with the design team. I love that you're so unapologetically you. I love everything. I love how open you are and you share all of your silly stories. You're just awesome. The world needs more Carries, for sure. Look at how cool that is when you do that black outline. It makes all the difference in the world. Christmas stuffs. My mom would beg to differ. Big sister Lee, how are you? I miss you. I finally bought the Animal Crossing, whatever it's called. I bought my job. We are Animal Crossing nerds. Proud Animal Crossing nerds. I know, I haven't started playing it yet though. I purchased it, but I haven't started playing it. Lee got me a gift card for my birthday so that I could purchase the Happy Home extension of Animal Crossing. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go over this so it's nice and smooth. All right, look at that. Now he pops. Okay. So now, fussy cut time. And now is the fun part too, where we get into Carrie and Sandy's card challenge. So I'm gonna start by just going like this and cutting off all the excess paper. Don't forget, this is the brand new Sweet Sentiment coloring paper. Oh yes, Holly, I am fussy cutting that. But do as I say and not as I do, and just take it slow. Okay. No problem, Holly. And you're gonna laugh at my fussy cutting too. Because I get all in there. That scared me. I get in the zone when I fussy cut. I forget everything around me. Did you guys know that today is a palindrome as well as I can't say the word, emergogram, whatever, I can't say it. It's the same backwards and forwards, which is the palindrome part of it, but it's also the same upside down and right side up. 12/02/2021. So, yeah, check that out. Okay, so normally I would sit here and cut out in between all of his tentacles, but the type of card that I'm doing, it's not really going to matter, so we're not going to worry about it. The scissors are backwards. Yeah, fussy cutting and lefties don't mix. Brand new coloring paper, brand new pencil coloring paper. That's what we're using. Okay, so now what I have here is I have my card base and I have my card front. This is another piece of the same coloring paper. And I have this fun stencil. I have no idea where the stencil was from, but Carrie wanted us to use stars or hearts. So that's where the stencil comes from. Is I went through my stash and the first stencil, well, I went through my stash several times. Let me just throw that out there. I went through my stash several times. And I could not find my Sweet Sentiments stars stencil because that would have been preferable. Then I'm using my Pixie Dust, Pixie Spray. And I use my espresso to push it down. So, Carrie said we have to use pencils, we have to use cardboard, and we have to use hearts or stars. So, here's the stars. And you'll love how oxides look on pencil paper. This was squeezed lemonade. Any yellow will work. Because oxides kind of look like chalk on pencil paper. They're very, very cool. Pencils, cardboard, and stars, oh my. So now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go around the edges. And it just gives it that, like, soft glow. Okay. Julie, you probably bought the previous craft paper, which is this, so it's much lighter. And so this is a darker color and it's a lot heavier. So we kind of revamped the paper to make it much heavier and a darker color because that's what the masses were asking for. So that's what the masses got. Okay, so now in the spirit of Sandy telling me to use things and fulfilling Carrie's challenge and all of that stuff, I grabbed the H and the O from the Whiskey Barrel letters. If you do not have the Whiskey Barrel alphabet dies, this is a huge commercial for it. Unashamed, unabashed. This Whiskey Barrel letters, you get the whole alphabet, is amazing. And I have put mine through the ringer and they're not warped or anything. They are so cool. Literally love them. I love the font. I love everything about them. So I've cut out the words ho, ho, and then an H so that I can make the jellyfish one of the O's. And then I have here my piece of cardboard. And Carrie, look at the back of that. Ooh, it's so pretty. So I have here my piece of cardboard. So I'm going to rip a piece off. And when I'm using cardboard like this, I like to make sure there's no super straight edges. I mean, you can totally die cut this and, you know, whatever it is that you want. But I like to actually, this is one thing that I really like to get like kind of organic on and just go for it. I know, it's from my Erin Condren planner. Yes, they are great dies. Okay, so then there's that. So here's my cardboard. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ho, ho, and I'm going to put this guy here. Ho. Haha. What do you think? So cute. And of course, I'm going to grab a wobble because a jellyfish has to be on a wobble. There's only one bag of wobbles left. So when you're ordering your Whiskey Barrel dies, you totally better order the wobbles. I'm just saying. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And grab my glue. So Carrie, I'm throwing down with your challenge. Guess that means you have to do mine. Carrie is not a flower person. So I challenged her to make a flower card. Thanks, Deanna. And it doesn't have to be you coloring a flower, Carrie. You could use flowers like I use on my cards. Just use flowers. Of course, you probably don't have any. But you could. And just so you guys know, the way to get this cardboard is, so I ripped the edge off of the box, and there's 2 layers in here. Well, there's more than 2 layers. But you just rip off this top layer. And that's how you get that corrugated cardboard layer. You have tons of flowers? Well, good. Good. And don't forget that we now have Barely Art glue in the store. Look at me being all commercial on this whole live. I'm usually not like that, but hey, why not? So if you need a stocking stuffer for a crafty friend, I have the mini and I have the large. So what I should do is tuck this in. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Yes, the sleeves from Coffee Cups work great. Yes, very, very cool. I know, Lee, it's the best glue ever. Barely Art craft glue. It's amazing. We have some amazing things coming in the future for Sweet Sentiment. Oh, you guys, I cannot wait. We have so much cool stuff going on. Like, you guys, next year's going to blow your minds. Completely blow your minds. We've been working our butts off behind the scenes here. Okay, now I'm going to grab, where did I set them? Oh no, where are my tweezers? They're probably right in front of my face too. I hate that. Oh my goodness. I'll find them. Oh, yep, they were under a piece of cardboard. Now, I like to put this wobble kind of on the top of the jellyfish. This is how many jellyfish I've put a wobble on. And then I kind of stretch it, but then it makes it bottom heavy so it wobbles more. Aww. So here is my jellyfish hodgepodge, pencil colored, using cardboard and a star, plus the Whiskey Barrel letter dies, the Bearly Arts glue, and the wobbles. Yes! That was a lot of stuff on one card, let me tell you. But we got her done. So, and it's a Christmas card. So, ho, ho, ho. Here's our cute little Christmas card with our little wobble and our cardboard and all of that stuff. What do you think, guys? Carrie, did I fulfill the challenge? Awesome. Yay! I love challenges like this. This is, I thrive on stuff like this. So anytime you want to throw down, babe, I am here for it. So there we go. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in and hanging out in Sweet Sentiment headquarters with me. And we'll see. Maybe this fun little jellyfish will go out in the mail soon and be at somebody's doorstep for, I was going to say Halloween, for Christmas. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So tomorrow is Thursday. However, I will not, sorry, today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I will not be here tomorrow because I'm taking my parents to a Christmas craft show. So I will not be here tomorrow, but I'll see you guys back here on Monday. Yes, Deanna, exactly. Yeah, I can't wait to see Sandy's card. I can't wait to see what she came up with. So anyways, I will see you guys back here on Monday. I hope you have a wonderful and safe and healthy weekend, and we will talk to you very soon. Toodles!